All right, well, hello everyone. This is for my geometry class, 3rd and 5th period. Hope you're doing well today. It's Mr. Rachel. And while it looks like I might be on the top of a snow-covered mountain in a winter wonderland, I'm actually broadcasting from the Channel 3 studios located in Shaw Creek inside of Paris, Texas. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be talking about angles formed by secant lines and tangent lines when they intercept a circle. And if you would like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That link is posted on the bottom of the screen, but I don't know how to tell you how to copy it or anything like that, but that's what it is in case you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyway, make no further ado, let's go ahead and get started right into action. In this first particular example, I've got two secant lines intersecting inside the circle. What does that look like? Bam, I'm throwing up the X. You can't see the picture. Boom. You can see the picture now. So what I'd like you to do is take a look at that picture and see what it looks like. And what you should see in that picture, the angle A is marked in green, and that shares two of the arcs you see in the picture. And so in that particular picture, the blue arc is marked by the letter B, and the red arc is marked by the letter C. And before you continue in this video, what I would like you to do is select the correct relationship that describes the interaction between the angle A and then the two arcs B and C. And those are, there's an equation that we're looking for. So go ahead and do that now. All right, well, in our next particular figure, what you've got is you've got two secant lines that are intersecting outside of the circle. So they start like this and they form a V until they cross the circle. You can't see the picture. Let me make that happen. Pow! And so we've made that picture happen now. And as you take a look at it, what you see is there is a green angle C that is sitting outside of the circle, and that's where the two secant lines are meeting at, and they intercept the circle in two places. One, you see it with the pink arc B, and then the blue arc A. Those are the two arcs that are intercepted by those two secant lines. What I want you to do for me now is tell me the equation that describes the correct relationship between the angle C and the two arcs A and B. All right, now we're going to spice things up a little bit because we talked about examples where you have the two secant lines intersecting inside the circle or intersecting outside the circle, going like that. But now we're going to throw a little curveball because we're going to mix some stuff up together. And what you're going to see is how does a secant line interact with the tangent line outside of the circle. But before we do that, what do you need to see? That's right, you need to see the picture. Hey, what's up? You like that? All right, so as we're continuing, in this particular picture, you see a tangent line that intersects the circle one time. You see a secant line that goes through the circle twice, and the angle formed by that secant line and tangent line is the green letter A. But you also see two arcs that are formed by the secant line and the tangent line. One is the arc B, that's the red arc. One is the arc C, that's marked by the blue arc. What does Mr. Rachel want you to do? He wants you to tell him the relationship between the angle A and the two arcs C and B. You can do that now. As we continue, we have another situation where we have a tangent line and a secant line, but this time they're not meeting outside the circle. What are they doing? They're meeting on the circle. Look at that. And so as we take a look at what's going on there, you have an arc that is marked in red. That's B. That's the arc that intercepts that angle that's formed by the secant line and the tangent line. And of course, the angle is marked in green. What I'd like you to do now is tell me the relationship between the arc and the angle formed by the secant line and tangent line that are on the circle. All right, in our final example, we have two tangent lines. Where do they meet? Well, of course, if they're tangent lines coming from the same point, they've got to be outside the circle. But as they do that, they split the circle into two arcs and you have an angle. I'm not going to tell you what any of the parts are. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. Tell me the relationship between the arcs and the angles. All right, well, we hope you've enjoyed watching this video about secant lines and tangent lines. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't care if you do or not, but whatever you need to do to help keep you going through this and staying on top of your math, that's what I want you to do. This is Mr. Rachel. Thanks for tuning in.